Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because the exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, not only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Just Do. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his Just Due. Shout out to my brother Just Do, man. Much love and respect.
What's up? What's good with the family? How y'all feeling on this Good Friday, man? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due. Like we always do, man. Y'all know it. Smash the like button for your boy. Sub to the channel. Make sure your notifications is on. Support the grind. And we was gonna talk about it, man. We gonna build on it, man. We got the Bomb Squad is back tonight, man. We got Deontay Wilder, man. You know, once a supporter, always a supporter, man. If he want to keep rocking, I'm gonna keep supporting. And he back. He fighting Tyrell. What is his name? Hendron or Tyrell something. But I hope that I hope he back like he been saying, man. I hope some time off is what he needed. You know, I know he getting up there, definitely long in the tooth, had some wars. You know what I mean? Some of his best days is probably behind him. Those things are true. But, you know, I know the heavyweights age a little bit differently than the rest of these guys. So he he got an opportunity to show what he still got left in the tank. You know, a lot of people was calling for his retirement. You know, I for one don't feel like he got nothing left to prove to the sport. But if he still got that itch and he's scratching it, I'm supporting it. So, man, I'm truly hopeful that he can go out there and not only get a win, but get a knockout, man. You get what I'm saying? Get the people something to remember. You know what I'm saying? Smoke this kid, man. Whoever Tyrell, smoke his ass. You get me? So I don't know how far he can take it, but first things first, go out there and get that win, man. Let me say what's up to the good people, man. I know we're getting closer to 1 million likes. I know that. Ace, what it do, family? How you feeling? Fresh, what's good with it, family? I'm a little bit late, about an hour. 619 Cali Factor, what it do? Damon, what's good, homie? Shout out to the channel members, the moderators. We appreciate y'all. Farmer can take us, make way. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. Skywalker Boxing, what it do, family? How you feeling, Sammy? What's good, fam? Boys be crying. What it do? Shout out to the Queen Lisa in the building. As always, Rob, what's good, homie? Good Butcher in the building, was good. Wilder for the KO, jab, KO. You can sit back and hold his hand for the big shot. I'm telling you, I hope it land too. Shout out to my homie Skywalker. Shelton was good with it. yeah, man. Shelton, man. You know how it be, man. You need this. You got to build some confidence. You know what I'm saying? You need a win, man. You know, I really do want to see Wilder go out there and get a win, though. All things real. Like you know, we realists over here. He gave us great fights. He gave us tons of entertainment. You know, viral knockout at the highlight reel knockout. You get me? You know what I mean? I think what he did in his ride and his championship run is gonna forever be respected by the real ones, because we all know how late he picked up the sport of boxing. We all know this dude was working multiple jobs and made a promise to his baby girl, and he fulfilled that promise so many times over that everything else is just icing on the cake. You get me? So that's where I'm at. I know he wasn't gonna fight nobody super crazy or nothing like that. You already seen him. You know, one thing we know about Wilder for sure is he ain't a guy that's avoiding or shying away from challenges. But a fight like this with a guy that's, you know, supposedly on this, you know, Tyrell's level, it's par for the course. He's much older than he was. What is Wilder? 40 now. So, at this point, he's just trying to get back in the win column, get his hand raised, right? And if he can produce one of those viral or highlight reel type knockouts in the process, you know what I mean? I salute it. I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? Because all that, running and making the undisputed run, all that stuff that was before. You got to focus on right now, just seeing if you can go out there and put together a performance to get your hand raised. You know what I'm saying? With no controversy, no help from no refs, no judges, none of that. Just want to see Wilder go out there and, land that big right hand one more time and starch this kid, man. That's what I would like to see. You know what I'm saying? LWBoxing was good, family. How you feel? Always good to see my guy. So kid, I was gonna get a KO Farmer. That would be a statement, yeah, for sure. For sure, that'd be a statement. John was good with things. I got kid and 9 either way. Okay. Farmer made weight on the second try after 15 minutes of missing weight. Appreciate you, Dub. Shout out to my homie. I knew you was gonna know. You know what I mean? And I was gonna get to it eventually, because just a little quick, little scare for the people. But he on point, and I think we got a good fight on the way, man. Yeah, man. You get what I'm saying, Sam? You a real one, man. He a real one. It's good to get a good paycheck too. Absolutely. You know it. But as far as Wilder, like, that's the thing too. I wonder what at this point, what is the motivation? Because, it's always good to, I don't feel like you could never have too much money, but he as far as his finances, he set. You know what I mean? I heard that personally from, somebody that, was in the know. Like, he set, like, he made a shit ton of money off of boxing. You know what I mean? Probably way more than he ever imagined that he was going to make. So that part is taken care of. So you wonder, like, what's the hunger? What's the drive? You know what I mean? You done made the money to take care of your family. You good, you know? So it's like, what's the real motivation? Is it you still hungry as a fighter? You still feeling like you can go out there and do it? And that's all. I just don't want to see him overstay his welcome to the point where boxing retires him. Like I've always said, I like to see the fighters retire from the sport instead of vice versa. And that's what I want for Wilder. I don't want to see him get retired from the sport. So hopefully he can, go out here and put together a win and get his hand raised. And if he can do it in, vintage Wilder fashion, man, a knockout should be in the cards. I'm just hopeful, man. I don't know. I like this dude. Like I said, man, I don't know what Wilder has done as a boxer that would make you not like him. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, all he did was go out there and entertain, fought the fights, didn't duck no smoke, didn't avoid challenges. Shit, he took Fury to court to make sure he got his run back. You know what I'm saying? And lost, but didn't give a damn. He made sure he fought tooth and nail to get, like, he everything you'll want a heavyweight to be, for real, like in terms of mentality. So he took what some people feel like was a guy that couldn't box. I never said that, because I just don't feel like you make it to the Olympics and get a bronze medal without being able to box. And it wasn't like he was knocking everybody out in the Olympics. So can he box? Absolutely, man. Is it, he's an A-level boxer? No. Elite level boxer? Not by any stretch, right? But man, definitely can box. And I just think, as a professional, you got to a point where he fell in love with that power. And even he admitted to it. So you just started seeing him abandon a lot of the things that made him who he was. You know what I mean? Really consistent jab, setting things up. You know what I mean? This dude could box. You don't believe it? Go watch the first Bermain-Stavern fight. Shit. Look the way the moments where he's boxing Chris Arreola. Shit, he had some really good moments boxing against what's the guy, Arthur Spilka, before he put him out. Like he showed you that he can box, but when you got KO power like that, I'm sure it could be intoxicating. You get what I'm saying? Addictive to just keep stretching these guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we seen with Wilder. Yeah, it wasn't blatant. Not at all. Not at all. Lala did peace, Queen. And furthermore, as far as that with Tevin Farmer, real quick, even when as soon as he seen that he missed it, he didn't even want to take pictures, because he was ready to go cut weight immediately. He wasn't about to even take the pictures. You know what I'm saying? He was about to get right to it. Peace to the Queen, Lala. The shark was good. What he said, Farmer, like KO, right? 9 round. Okay. Dude to sleep. Yeah, I hope so, man. Like Lamont Peterson, I want a better retirement for him. Yeah, I hated that, Lala. I'm not gonna lie, because he's a true dog. He was a true dog. And his run was amazing. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's hard not to, Shell. You know what I'm saying? But we realists, like, that's why I just put things in its proper perspective and context. This is a guy that, like, let's be honest, he should be able to win and get rid of. And that's what I hope happens. Just for him. You know what I'm saying? For his confidence, for his, you know what I mean? Just for his people, for the people that still rock with him, the fans, his family. I want to see him go out there and get a dub, man. It's been a while since we got a bomb squad, like a crazy knockout. I would love to see one. I ain't going to hold y'all. I would. So his run was amazing, like Sheldon mentioned. But, all good things come to an end. And it's just dope that he could still be in a position where he could fight. And it's not for money. So it's always a different way to look at it, right? At this point, it's just about him winning. Like, he's set. His future is set. His finances is in order, right? From what I understand. And he good to go. So I would just like to see him get his hand raised, right? He gave you everything. He gave the sport everything he had. That's one of those guys that, he made sure he gave you the entertainment, gave you the highlight real knockouts at one after the other. Like, let's not lie, man. Without Wilder, like the boxing is like not as, it's missing something. I ain't gonna lie. Let me speak for me. I don't know about y'all, but man, I used to love the bomb squad. I love it, bro. Knock somebody out, do a little dances in the ring, bro. Why? I'm telling you. Wilder is fun, man. Wilder gave us some fun years, man. I'm telling you, some really great years, man. like he's on tonight too. ESPN Plus is next to the last show for Top Rank on ESPN. Appreciate you, Doug. That's why I call my guy the fax machine. He just always got information. He just all information all day, all the time. And I appreciate him, man. That says Top Rank show. It's on July 26th. Xander versus Garcia. That's something to look forward to, too, man. I got to check those out. 2 cents, what it do, homie? How you feel? One time I got Zayas over Garcia. Philly bet fair shake. Yeah, man, Damon. That's what we on, man. Fair shake for Farmer and Schofield. Just let us get a clean, good fight. Whoever wins. Schofield, you can pull it off, you can pull it off. We're going to get into that in a second. I just wanted to make sure I gave Wilder his just due. He is back. I know some people like, who cares? But if I rock with you, I rock with you. Win, lose, or draw. So that's where I'm at with Wilder. As a fighter, he's never done anything that would warrant you not rocking with him. He took fights that people, thought he couldn't win, that he was stupid for taking. Dude was willing to fight Ortiz despite PEDs. Like, he a real one. That shit is different. I love the mentality. Got to be appreciated, win, lose, or draw for me. Like, the Wilder, the individual, has shown me that, he did this shit for the people and for his family, man. He delivered. When he won, he delivered in a huge way. You get me? Shout out to my sis, Melanie Queen. How you feeling? SOG, seen my story. Yeah, shout out to SOG. Shout out to Andre Ward. I see you. You seen that story. He always speaking the real. Shout out to Melanie Queen. First world title. Yeah, man. Xander been asking for the opportunity. Yeah, he leave everything in there. You get me? When did Tyrell Herndon team tracksuit for the Wilder fight? Also does work for Jesus Ramos, David Morrell. That's the one that did the joint that you sent me with David Morrell. That's dope, yo. He damn sure did, Samuel. He did, bro. Shout out to Thrill Hill. What's going on, homie? Jaron Taze Boxing Talk, my bro. What's good, family? I'm gonna be more tired. Yeah, initially, wise. Some shout out to my dog. Yeah, he missed initially, and salute to LWBoxing. 15 minutes later, the second try, he made it. So everything good to go. Kid Austin was 134.8, and he was 135.4 at first. Took the few minutes. They gave him a half hour, so it was good that he only needed 15 minutes. Got it right. You know what I mean? Couple burps, little poop. I know what I'm saying? He right back to it. You know what I mean? BJ, my dog. What's good, homie? How you feeling? I want Farmer to put a whooping on. So let's talk about it. Look, shout out to Bomb Squad. Y'all already know the story with Wilder. If you rock with him, you rock with him. If you don't, you don't. I rock with him. Win, lose, or draw. But me, I would love to see him get his hand raised, preferably in vintage knockout fashion, Wilder fashion. You get me? Let's see what the young Tyrell could bring to Wilder, man. You know what I mean? Because if he gets stopped, man, I hope he don't fight no more after this. I ain't gonna lie. I know, you know what? He was mentioning something. It wasn't completely clear, but he was mentioning something as he was getting off the scale. YSM. He was saying something about a scale, Tevin Farmer. He made some comment scale related, and it could have been because I think the same thing happened with Gary Russell with the Loma fight, with the scale being crazy. Mario Jones, DHP, yeah, and again, just because he always dropping the knowledge, just so y'all know, y'all in the loop. This is the former DHP fighter, Amari Jones. I like this kid. I like his talent, his skill. I like his fighting style. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Golden Boy just snatched him up. That's good for him. His career get to continue. Hopefully they move him right. I think Dub said his first fight probably be the Duarte and Kenneth Sims card in August. That'd be dope for him. Right. So we gonna keep rolling, kid, mate. Reweighing, yeah. It's crazy, yeah. That's why he was looking so weird. That's why he was looking so funny. So, man, both dudes were stripping down. They both was feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So look, we got us a fight. But let's see if he said that's what he said. Okay. So I know he made a comment regarding the scale. You know what I'm saying? So, look, Tevin Farmer looked like he put the work in. So Kid Austin was chiseled up, you know what I mean? All them damn muscles, but he was ripped up. he was ripped up, ready to go. So shout out to both of them, man. The work is done. They put the work in the gym, and tomorrow we get to see who gonna win it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and listen. This is a prove-it fight for this youngin. This is a prove-it fight for him. What could he do? You know what I'm saying? What is he gonna do? How is he gonna behave? You know what I'm saying? How he gonna deal with Tevin Farmer? Got a lot of experience, man. He a vet. He been in there with some people. He gave Zepeda some tough fights. You know what I mean? Tough ass scraps. You know what I'm saying? Zepeda throw a whole lot of punches. His conditioning is top notch. Not only do Kid Austin not throw as many punches as Zepeda, but I don't think his gas tank is like a Zepeda either. So it's gonna get interesting, I think, in there, yo. It's gonna get really interesting in there. It really is. You know what I'm saying? I think this gonna be fun. Golden Boy does a lot to develop their fighters, but don't progress them. They apparently so the time, yeah, it's like they get them to a level and then they just move them a certain way. And it's like, yeah, that 4 ounces in 15 minutes usually means you not dry, drain. Yeah. That's a fact. That's why I pointed out, they talk about the 30 minutes, you got a half hour. And the fact that he only needed the 15, I feel like is a good sign. Like what you saying. So I don't think he drained or nothing like that. I don't think we got that to worry about. I think this is the perfect fight. This is the vet versus the kid, the vet versus the youth. You get what I'm saying? Let's see if Tevin Farmer could use his experience to confuse Kid to give him a tough time. Because you already know Kid Austin coming. We're going to try to knock Tevin Farmer out. That's just what he do. I don't know no other way. The kid come to fight. He going to come forward. He going to try to hurt Tevin Farmer. So Tevin Farmer ain't going though. He said all that knockout talk, y'all could kill all that knockout talk. Like ain't get knocked out. So this is what I want to see. Can Tevin Farmer, can he look youthful against this kid? Because like I said, kid also gonna be looking to push the pace, make the fight rough in spots. We know how he fight. You know what I mean? He just fight one way, and it's been successful for him thus far. So I don't see him switching it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him switching it up tomorrow night. I think he's going to fight how he always fight. It's just if Tevin Farmer going to be, can he hang with the young man? You know what I'm saying? Do he still got the legs to hang? Can he really use, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he got a lot more experience over this kid to beat him. And is he, you know what I'm saying? It was like, do we got enough spring in them legs? That's where I'm at with it. If he can move well, he should be fine. We should get a really good fight. It's today in Vegas. Shout out to man. Said once Schofield win, the haters would say Farmer was beat down. He was old. You know what? We don't want to do that. I know the haters. I'm glad you said that. The haters, they probably will, but we not doing that. I hate doing that. We know that's just been a part of boxing. That's what it is. Out with the old and with the new. In this case, no slight to Tevin Farmer, he would be considered the old, right? Kid Austin's the young guy coming up. That's just a part of boxing. Younger guys fighting the more proven vets on their way out, or the former champions, right? That's just how it goes. So I think with the way Tevin Farmer has fought, and not just in his Zepeda fights, but the fights leading up to that. Like, look at the run that he had and how long it took him to lose. Like, he was kicking ass. So, you know what I mean? You're going to get older in the sport, but the fact that he's still hanging around and being able to challenge these people and challenge these guys like the Zepedas of the world, I got a lot of respect for it, man. So shout out to Tevin Farmer. And out of the two fights, you know what I'm saying? Zepeda was the one that hit the deck. So I'm just going to give credit to the kid. You know what I'm saying? The same way, you know what I mean? I would anybody else. I don't want to take nothing from him, man. If you can beat Tevin Farmer, you got to respect it. This is just part of your journey. You fought an older, you know what I mean? Like, he's some old-ass man or something, right? He's just an older former champion. He's a two-time champion. So he's had a very successful career. He's taken some losses early, and he's bounced back in a big way. So he's always going to give you a fight. So that's what I'm expecting to see. A good fight, man. If he's in some great shape, look like he's feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Bond ass TV, my dog. So you trippy got the 5 styles of boxing. Damn, I forgot about the 13 styles of boxing that he mastered, man. Schofield rushed in, Tevin might get caught by the vet. Yeah, he could get caught. He could run into some. I think when Tevin Farmer sit down on his punches, he gonna be able to get his respect for sure. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no power puncher by any stretch, but he can earn your respect. And sometimes that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if he lost, his career wouldn't be over. Not at all. But people just have a lot more questions. Mikhail B was good with it, man. Mikhail B, pardon me. So Tevin Farm really missed. But yeah, but he made it on the second trip. He made it on the second trip, bro. So he all good. We got to fight. Jew Division, what it do, homie? We got to fight. Everything is good. He's AKA the Shaolin. Eric Gomez, what's good, man? Bomb Squad, you know it. 5 styles, 36 chambers, some mod confiscate. I'm telling you, go dealing with the 5 styles. About a shout out to Eric Gomez, man. Y'all hit that like button. Let's build. We gonna talk for a bit, man. We just warming up. But you know, this is a fight that coming up. This is a lightweight fight. A lot of eyes should be on Kid Austin, and if he's well prepared, he should take full advantage of this because everybody left a really bad taste in people's mouths with that situation. You know, with the Shakur shit, all of the build up, the fallout, I got sick. Your dad said it was a masseuse that rubbed cream on you. Then he said it wasn't the masseuse. Then it wasn't the cream. But he never said what it actually was. But the only leg they do got to stand on as far as him being, something had to be wrong with him for the British Border Control to pull him out of the fight. So I will say that. It's good to see the man upright on his 2 feet. He said he got a son to look after, right? He got a son that's going to be able to watch the fight for the first time. So he feeling motivated. The kid is coming to win. He got to prove it, man. You got a lot of eyes on you, good, bad, or indifferent. Some people wanting to see you get your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? I'm just rooting for Tevin Farmer because he ain't got a raw deal. I think he should have got one of them decisions against the Pater. But nevertheless, we here now. Your father turned a lot of people off. Your pops actually blocked me, bro. I ain't never been blocked by, I don't think, no content creators and definitely not no fighters. And no trainers, none of that, until we get to them Schofield people and I end up blocked. So that's crazy. You be out here blocking people, you know what I'm saying, that actually support the kids. So you got people that want to see him lose, right? And you got people that still rocking with him, obviously. For me, I'm rooting for Tevin Farmer. I think Kid could pull it off on points. I don't think he'll stop him. I think he'll win a decision. But depending on the approach of Tevin Farmer, man, will determine how this look. Because I think he is a live dog if there ever was one. I think he is one of them situations where experience really can matter. It could end up very well being the difference because Tevin Farmer, you know what I mean, he's went the distance multiple times. He's went the 12-round distance. Kid hasn't. And we seen how he looked when he went the first time when he said they changed it to a 12-rounder with Jaron. That was the last time we seen him. And he was looking, you know what I mean? And in some instances in that fight, he was looking spent. You get what I'm saying? He was looking like he having a tough time. Last time we seen you in there, G. So you were getting touched a little bit. And I believe the punch landed a little behind your head. I think you were tired. You know what I mean? Definitely more tired than hurt. You didn't look like your legs was gone, but you look fatigued because the muscles were catching up to you. And if you set a pace and can't maintain it, and you slow down the stretch of this fight, I could see Tevin Farmer coming on and having success. So I think for me, I think it's going to be very important for Tevin Farmer to manage that first quarter of the fight when Kid is really fresh. You can't just let the fight get away from you and give up all the early rounds and just bank on him slowing down and being a vet that way. Nah, you got to try to put some rounds in the bank early as well. Can't let the fight get away from you. It could be either won or lost in the first few rounds of the fight. I really mean that, depending on how, you know what I'm saying, if it go to distance, how I'm thinking. You definitely don't want the first quarter of the fight to get away from you. Don't want to be in a situation where you're down 3 rounds to 1, something like that. Like, that's not going to be good. You get me? So you're going to want to put some work in early. And if I'm Tevin Farmer, I'm testing his body. I'm going to his body because I seen him tired. I seen him looking fatigued in the fight. And that's one thing I'll be trying to exploit. The fact that you ain't been the distance as many times as me. I don't think you got the gas tank that, Tevin Farmer showed something to be able to, in some instances, keep up with Zepeda. Now, I'm not saying he was matching him punch for punch, but you get me, he weathered those storms very well. In a lot of instances, he gave better than what he was getting. So what range is this fight going to be fought at? Kid Austin, like I said, how is he going to behave if he start getting touched early? Do we abandon the game plan? We've seen him do it before. We've seen him have success setting up the jab, boxing, and being smart, and then he'll just go left. But you know what I mean? He get touched a little bit. Now he deviated away from the game plan, and it's just a fight. And that's just something that he do. Is he going to be able to keep it all together and just follow through with the game plan? Or is they just coming in here, oh, Tevin Farmer's old, and we're going to knock him out? If y'all on that, could be an interesting fight for y'all. Yeah, his dad be tripping. His dad is tripping. His dad be tripping. Elijah Pierce, shout out to Elijah Pierce, the Wolf. That's my guy. Back on July 25th on overtime, y'all. Got him. Yeah, for sure. He already said whenever. You know what? That's coming up. That will do, man. I'm glad you said that, Dub. I will do. We'll do that, man. He said he willing to come up. Just let him know. Shout out to my homie Mike Mazak. How you feeling, Brody? How you feeling? Mazik. Pardon me if I be mispronouncing your last name. Shout out to my homie Mike. In a bad situation, do you stick to the game plan, y'all, or revert back to leaping and throwing wild punches? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And kind of loading up, Rob. Loading up, being a bit predictable. Like they joke a lot about Tevin Farmer eyes, but he still know how to get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to see, attention to detail defensively, because depending on how he approached this fight can be the difference in making this a challenging fight or a really difficult fight for the kid. You get what I'm saying? Don't make it, don't be available to be hit regularly, right? Don't just go into this fight like kind of like how you did with Zepeda, just on some bravado. I don't want to see that. You get what I'm saying? Because I think that gives kid the best chance. I think for Tevin to put himself in the driver's seat, he got to do what vets do and show the dude, pull out the tricks, box him, give him the different looks. You know what I'm saying? Change it up on him, switch it up, like, you know what I mean? Make the adjustments, do the things, the little things that he don't expect you to do. You know what I'm saying? Make him uncomfortable. Definitely don't allow him to be the bully. You get what I'm saying? That can't happen. His name is Kid Austin. Shit, to some degree, you got to remind him that he's still a kid. Real talk. Real talk. You got to remind him that he's still a kid. You get me? You got to get to it. You got to get in there and get to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with it. Don't play with the youngin, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go in there and plant your flag early, because any you know what I mean, any success from him, he gonna be confident. He gonna be confident and he gonna go for it. He damn sure do. Them eyes see more than most, don't they? 815, what it do? Teach what's good with it, fam. So yeah, man, his approach is gonna be very important. It's gonna be key for this fight. You gotta be smart. Gotta be smart. Gotta be smart. Get this dude different looks, make him think. You get what I'm saying? Change it up on him. Don't be a stationary target. You know, those simple things, man. You know? Show him the difference between you and him. You know what I mean? You got to use your experience to your advantage at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a young guy still fighting with that young boy energy. I'm telling you, go to that body early, have a nice consistent jab, good movement, box and be smart, stay disciplined. I'm telling you, man, this I hope this be the kind of fight that I'm looking forward to. Popping that jab was good with it, fam. Give Tevo for the dub. Give me Tevo for the dub. Yeah, I hope so. I hope he do. Oh, I really do. I hope he pull it off. I hope he do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be easy. It's youngin putting some work in, look like, man. They ready to go. Shout out to Fight Hub.
135.4. Get a towel.
I was one of the initial link, but other than that, he's in shape. It's a pretty solid shape.
Hold that out.
Oh, this kid, he too small, he too young. He's showing muscles. His body even built young. He got a young body.
That's crazy. He don't got a grown man body yet.
Fuck,
So when he
he
stops,
don't.
you
His
can
body
He don't got a
built
grown man
young.
body yet. He got all the muscles,
So
but
when
you
he
can tell he's
stops,
still a little
you
boy,
keep the
bro.
same energy.
He got a little. Ain't nobody
When he
stopping
stops,
me.
Hang on for
Ain't
buddy.
nobody stopping me. Stop playing with
Whatever
me.
you want to weigh in on.
Man, stop playing with me. Ain't nobody stopping me, Tevin forward.
Do you
Man,
do you
come on,
think-
man. You can't no boxing. You ain't stopping Tevin. Stop me.
Never been hurt in his career. Not once.
Reek was
Man,
good.
yeah, get in there. Get in there. Get in there, man.
Look at Taz. Taz on that.
Yeah, get in there. Stop who?
stop you.
Come on, man. You don't even sound, bro. You couldn't even stop Renee. How you gonna stop me? You can't even hurt Renee. You talking to a dog, bro. Look at my neck, nigga.
Yeah, you not, bro.
Bro,
Nah,
No,
look at my neck.
Renee.
I'm not Renee.
You're not Renee.
I'm not Renee. That's the point.
You're not Renee.
I'm not Renee. That's the point.
That's what he trying to tell you. That what he trying to tell them Schofield folks. Them Schofield peoples, as they like to call him. He ain't Renee, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Renee. Get him, man. Get him, man. Get him. Yeah, man. Get him fast. Yeah, man. Get hype. Get hype. Get hype. Now look at Oz. Now get out the way, Oz. Get out the way. Look at it. Yeah,
Could be your fighting
Yeah.
night, ladies and gentlemen. The first battle
Yeah, man.
on.
I love it, yo. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, longest layoff of his career, Dub. That could be a factor. That could be a factor. You get what I'm saying? All the stuff he went through, is it any layover effects from what was wrong with him, right? You know what I mean? Because it definitely just led to him being sidelined for extra time. Now he dealing with a layoff, coming into the ring against a vet that has been active, to be honest. He's been pretty active. So you get what I'm saying? Tevin Farmer gonna be he showed him, man, head, you know what I mean, forehead to forehead. You know what I mean? He trying to get under the youngest skin. He letting them know, look, man, you ain't really ready for this, man. You just here, man. You ain't really ready for this. He said, young boy body. He said, yo, his body young.
You're crazy.
It's easier to get.
I'm about to do the face off, sell the fight a little bit.
I've been doing this shit for so long. I just come in here and fight at this point. That's what's gonna happen. But he's definitely gonna lose. Definitely gonna be outclassed.
If he beat you, does that mean he the best?
I'm coming in this fight. I got a lot to prove. I got my baby boy at home. It's gonna be his first time watching my fight. So
My story alone make me a legend. My story alone.
make him a
Even
legend.
if I never become world champion again, which I will become a 2-time champion. Every opponent I fought my last 7 fights was hurt. All of them. I hurt all of them.
Well, see, you
and
Saturday.
3 of them got knocked out cold. I hurt all of them.
And so we gonna do what we gotta
I
do.
love that mind.
So it ain't nothing you
I
can
love
say
that
to
mind.
him.
I'm talking about.
I let
It ain't nothing you can say that he was built for
Can we
this.
let's do a 20 round?
I guarantee you.
It's gonna be a long or early night for him.
Yeah, Saturday night. I'm ready. I'm in shape. I'm ready to make a statement. So, yeah.
Bro, this kid, he too small, he too young. He's showing muscles. His body even built young. He got a young body.
That's crazy. He don't.
His body even built young. He got a young body. He said, this kid, he's all muscle. I love it, man. Shout out to both of them, man. Crush the legend, my God. Blaze, he said, Mama Schofield, and let his son stand on his own too. Yeah, deep when doing them face-offs, you gotta let him talk, bro. That's what I'm saying. You still holding his hand. You still holding his hand. He don't need his hand held, bro. He throw punches for a living. He don't need his hand held, bro. You know what I'm saying? Think kid also nonverbal to the person, yo. That's the way his dad, yo. I'm telling you, the dad, yo, just over talk him. This gonna be a good one, Lala. I think it is, man. Telling you, that Renee fight was interesting. So he's coming off of not only the toughest fight it looked like he had so far in his career. He did get knocked down. Like I say, he wasn't the most hurt. I thought he was fatigued. And then the layoff, all of that build up with Shakur to fall out, is pressure on him to come out here and not just win. He got to look phenomenal. You get what I'm saying? He got to look phenomenal. You got to, I shout out to somebody else asked that too about the fight. If I don't, man, we're going to do a post fight. If I don't call the fights live, we'll do a post fight. But that's the Schofield Tevin Farmer fight. I definitely might have to call that one tomorrow. Young body dude, yeah, man. Yeah, his dad don't need to be there to teach. He holding his hand, man. Shout out to the professor and the queen. So the kid stating he was contemplating quitting boxing around the time of the Shakur debacle. Wow. I didn't know that. Damn. Yeah. Price boy said I smell a draw. Draw ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Draw ain't gonna work for him. I think kid could pull it off on points. Right? I don't think he's gonna stop Farmer or nothing, but I'm rooting for Tev. If Tev give him a really tough fight, that's gonna say a lot about the kid, man. That's gonna answer some more questions. So it's gonna be the vet against the kid. You know what I mean? Is he gonna be too young, energetic? Is he gonna be too much for you get what I'm saying? For sure, 815. Is he gonna be too much for Tevin? Right? Is he gonna show Tevin the door? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna look his age? Is he gonna look like he long in the tooth? Right? You get me? Because that you already know he's just coming forward. He's coming forward. I think he'll start out jabbing, but I'm not 100% confident that he'll stick to the game plan in full, right? I think he'll take shots and then he'll just switch up and start fighting. That's just who he is, and that's what he do. I haven't really seen him do anything different as of yet, so it's gonna be hard for me to think that he's gonna show so many different wrinkles with this much time off. He's gonna go to what he know. You get what I'm saying? So this some new territory for him, right? Very experienced guy, longest layoff of his career. It's off of I don't care what you say. You got to be a bit embarrassed that that situation went the way it did with the Shakur fight, how it didn't come to fruition. That was a little embarrassing, bro. I don't care what you say. So, I mean, how is he gonna respond to all that, right? Is it water under the bridge now for him? Tony, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? He said, Tevin said he's still in his prime. Just right. He's right. It's very difficult to look phenomenal against Tev. I got experience winning. Okay, it's a lot tougher than his dad allows. Yep, he is, bro. He is, yo. I think he is too, Bonaz. He just, for some reason, it seemed like he's not completely comfortable just letting them do him. And that's strange because this is a sport where no matter how much you talk and come to his aid that way, you can't do it when it's time to fight. Not saying he needs you to fight for him, but that's the whole reason we having this conversation. I don't think he need the roadside assistance like that. You know what I mean? I don't think he need the sideline assistance from Pops like that. I just don't think he need it. You know what I'm saying? I think he would be much better off just letting him, feel the moment, get into it. Like even Oscar, you see how Oscar did when it was head to head. You see how he tried to, push Tevin back. Those moments, let him feel those moments, right? Tev clearly having fun. You get what I'm saying? He said he liked them. He don't got no ill will, no bad intent, but he's selling the fight, but he's trying to get in his head a little bit. You know what I mean? Showing him, look, I've been doing this way longer than you, and I'm still nice. I'm still feeling like I'm in my prime. I'm going to beat you. You young, you inexperienced. I seen you struggle with Renee. I'm about to make it a tough night for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make it a tough night for you. One thing about Kid, he showed he could take a shot, man. He had that big ass gash on his cheek. He licked the blood. Like he showed me that it seemed like it get tough in there. He gonna bite down and fight at the very least. But what I do notice, like any other fighter, once you get past the midway point, that fatigue set in. You start to look a lot more predictable. You're more hittable. Get a bit more sloppy. You get what I'm saying? Like, he had some real rough moments against Renee. And I'm telling you, the way Tevin Farmer was weathering them storms against Zepeda and he was throwing all them punches, you don't operate at, with the volume that Zepeda does. So I'm thinking opportunities will be there for Farmer. He likes to load up on his shots. I think so. And he be throwing them big, wide punches. He's strong. I'm saying, can he hurt Tevin early or can Tevin, box this kid? That's what I'm looking forward to tonight. Tomorrow night. I want to see if he can, you know what I mean, make the young man work. Yeah. Boy still on Shakur, do we? Shout out to the butcher. He better focus on Farmer. EJ Pops was there, he's stepping away, and we never heard his opinion. Nope, he stayed right in the cut, chilling. Trying to keep Rusty Kid to a big fight. I don't believe they think he the goods. Golden Boy trying to cash out. I think they feel like they got one with him. You know what I'm saying? I think they feel like they got one with Tevin. I think they feel like they catching him at the right time, which is why they comfortable with making this fight. That's what I believe. I feel like at this point, they if Kid is worth anything, he should be able to be the guy that look like he's on his way out or toward the back end of his career, whatever the case may be, right? Much younger, stronger you should be, you know what I mean? But he just got experience over you, right? So that's how they think, and I think they expect him to go out there and be able to beat a Tevin Farmer, and if not stop him, they win on points, maybe outwork him and overwhelm him because he's older, right? Test his gas tank as an older fighter and see if he can hang. And if he can't, then your pops on my Shakur next. As people keep yelling his pop, and I ain't hear that part. He better shut up about Corey. That's the jersey. And just do he say he better focus on Farmer. Yeah. Yeah, he better focus on Farmer. You know what I'm saying? He done took us through the ringer. I was really thinking we was about to see that fight. I'm like, yeah, okay. Kid stepping up to the plate. He fighting a Shakur Stevenson this early in his career. I said, at this point, given the opposition that he been in there with, man, my respect for him was about to go through the roof until they started. But all these stories, his dad just dragged us. He took us for a hell of a ride. I was like, I don't never want to go through nothing like that again as a fight fan. That was bogus activity. Every step of the way, something was wrong. At every turn, something was going wrong. I was like, bro, y'all got to have the worst luck in all of boxing. I swear they had to have the worst luck in all of boxing. Every time you turned around, this went wrong. This went wrong. The cops, we got swatted. We got handcuffed. They put guns to us. It's like, bro, what? Damn, bro. They planted drugs. Like, I was like, at this point, bro, you got a fatal attraction on your hands and you just blaming court. That man ways somewhere in camp or locked in doing what he's supposed to do. And these dudes just talking about passports being ripped out and breaking and entering, planting drugs, tow truck drivers. Like, bro, every time you turn around, that dude had a story. Just when you thought he was finished, he just kept it going. I'm like, dude, he is sick with it, man. Sick with it. So that's one of the reasons why I ain't, I think Core, like, man, I gave them an opportunity and they played, man, played around. I think that's what they did too. I ain't gonna lie. And even if it wasn't kids, it's them stories just, all signs was pointing to the fight not happening. You get what I'm saying? Everything that was happening. So now this is why a lot of eyes should be on him. And we're going to see how he respond with these eyes on him for the reason people paying attention to him. They just seen what you went through and how y'all played around and a big opportunity. And then not to mention, there was an Abdullah Mason opportunity that y'all could have took as well. And you try to demand $2.5 million. You priced yourself out of that. And I hate to use that term, but that's what you did. You asked for money that you knew they weren't going to pay you. And you didn't fight a kid that you said you had to take it. You had to tell your son to take it easy on him in sparring. So it's like, you got that. You got the Shakur fallout, the Abdullah Mason. You don't take that. You wanted $2.5 million. They was going to offer you the same amount you was going to get to fight a damn title fight. That was more than fair, in my opinion. But you didn't take that. And now here we are. And this seemed more par for the course. This is, I think, seemed like some matchmaking of Golden Boy or something, right? Like if Kid Austin is the fighter they think he is, or at least half the fighter, this should be a fight he can win. He should be able to get the W over Tevin Farmer. That's what they're banking on that. I'm telling you, that's what they're banking on. So Tevin Farmer is playing spoiler tomorrow night. Make no mistake about it. They want this man to lose, and he ain't laying down for it, man.
That he always puts everything in play. Look at that. Oh.
Get him, Ted. Get him, Ted.
Devin Farmer's.
Yeah. You can tell you don't know shit about boxing. You can tell you don't know shit about boxing when you go by record.
We gonna see Saturday.
Knockouts mean you was built the right fucking way. That's what knockouts mean. You was built and you had a promoter to put you in front of the right people to knock the fuck out. That don't mean you punch hard. My last 7 opponents, they all was hurt. 3 of them got knocked out cold and 5 of them touched the canvas.
You complaining about
and all of them way more elite than you.
Bro,
all of them.
I'm saying,
listen,
you bragging about being a loser.
Listen, bro, you don't listen. Hey, don't remember when I was a world champion, you was a kid studying me.
Right.
Yeah, was you?
Right.
Yeah, I know you was a kid.
Right.
So don't lose control, youngin.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have all control Saturday night.
I'm gonna bring a belt to the ring. I'm gonna bring a belt. I'm gonna bring a belt to the ring.
Please do.
I'm bringing a belt to the ring.
I love to see it.
I'm gonna make your daddy. I want to make your daddy cry.
Please
make your dad cry.
Please
That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm telling you,
make
please
your dad cry. Listen, I'm gonna still love you after though. I'm gonna still love you.
Hell yeah, it's all love at the end of the day. It's business.
Yeah. Blood.
So I'm still love you. I'm gonna bring a belt to the ring, man. I'm gonna make your dad cry. I'm gonna make your daddy cry. Yeah, man. I love it. I like this fight for these dudes, man. Kid, man, it's on you. We know what Tevin Farmer capable of. The question is, can you stop him from giving you the toughest fight of your career, how he just did with Williams and Payton? Can you stop that? Can you stop him from playing spoiler? Because make no mistake, he coming to give you an F. All that shit he talking, he gonna fight back. Tevin Farmer don't lay down, man. You gonna beat him. You gonna have to be better than him, and you gonna have to beat him. But what I want to see is if your punches don't do to him what you think they're supposed to do, right? If your punching power doesn't have the kind of effect that you think it's supposed to have, what do you do? How do you approach the fight? How do you fight, right? You get what I'm saying? If he end up being better than what you anticipate, you and your dad, how do y'all respond as a team? Because against Renee, like I said, your dad was going berserk. He was going berserk in that fight. I don't know who the hell pulled the stool and made you miss it. That's what the story y'all told. You know what I mean? Somebody moved the stool. It looked like he just missed the stool. He was looking tired, gassed. You get what I'm saying? Some of them instances, he was looking very vulnerable, bro. So can Tevin Farmer test that gas tank? Because that's where the answers are at. He got muscles. That's what he is. He a muscular kid. He's still young. We seen how tough that fight got for him down the stretch. Like my sole purpose will be to test his gas tank and see what the youngin really made of. You know what I'm saying? Because them muscles at some point, they slow you down, bro. We seen it. Anthony Yard, same way. Got them muscles, that physique, that muscular physique. Can box his ass off, but get to that midway point and start slowing down. Should start getting different. So how is this fight? Like, we get how you start fights. How is it going to look after that first quarter is done? You get what I'm saying? How is it going to look if you getting touched back? And Tevin is not as easy as you think. I want to see. Or is you just going to maul him and be too much for the vet? You know? Technique, what it do on me? G was good with it. Kid with 134.8. Yeah. Hey, I wonder how long he got down there too. I do wonder that. He's a muscular kid and he's still growing. He's so young. So I think that's one of the reasons why he's been able to continuously make the weight. That alone with probably putting the right stuff in his body, right? Because one thing about him, every time I've ever seen the kid, he looked like he be in shape. Every time. Like, dude, look like he stay in shape all year round. But with this layoff and it coming off the back of what would be arguably, I guess, his toughest fight on paper, or his most challenging, however you want to call it. We did see the canvas. It did get counted officially as a knockdown. How is that going to look? You get what I'm saying? What that's going to look like? You know what I'm saying? Coming off that, is that in the back of his mind, or is he just like, that was one fight now? You know what I'm saying? Is he still thinking about that knockdown? Because now he know. I remember he said in an interview something about, he don't think he could be hurt. Something weird like that. He don't think nobody could hurt him. I'm like, that's strange to say that. Not being hurt and saying something you don't think you can be hurt is crazy. So What I'm saying is I think he learned in that fight that you human too, bro. Yeah, you can fight, you strong, you come forward, you could punch, you got power in both hands, but you human too. When punches hit you, you feel them. Like you're not just Superman. Can't just walk through everything. When Tevin Farmer make up his mind and sit down, he gonna be able to gain his respect, bro. I don't think he'll just be able to plow through him. You know what I'm saying? And mow him down like he's done some of these other guys he fought. G tatted up. TV, what it do, homie? What's good with it, man? Old school, what's good, family? Weather approximately 95 punches per round. You get what I'm saying? For both of them fights. Kid working that much? Nah, I don't think he work. I don't think he throws as many punches. I don't think he's as busy as the Peta is, for sure. Not at all. But he let them hands go. Kid, he work. He get in there and work. But like I said, man, he just don't, he got a tendency to fight. He's a fighter at heart, and he like to mix it up. You get what I'm saying? He start out sticking to the game plan, how some fighters do, jabbing, you know what I mean, picking his shots well. And I want to see if he can be disciplined in this fight and avoid mixing it up and making it a fight, making this fight tougher than it need to be. That's going to tell me a lot about in terms of if he learned or not. You get what I'm saying? How much he learned. Are you going to make this fight tougher than it need to be for yourself? You get me? Is your inexperience going to show? Because it showed against Jaron, right? And that's only one fight. But you haven't had a fight after that to improve for us to be like, well, he looked better in this fight. Now that's all we got to go off. It's the last time we seen you. And since then, it was a circus act with that build up to fighting Shakur. You just never made it there. And there was certain people that said from the minute they announced that fight that you was never going to make it in there with them. There were people that were 1,000,000% confident that I guarantee you this fight don't happen. Something going to happen. And it did. It's like, shit. So now what you going to do? You got shit to prove. Your dad is writing countless checks at this point. And for you, you haven't had a chance to fight to be able to prove any of this stuff he keep talking about. There's nothing wrong with thinking that your son is talented. There's nothing wrong with thinking that, you got a top tier talent, but keep talking this greatest fighter in the world. And, you beat Tevin Farmer. Do that mean he the best? No, it don't mean you the best. It just mean you beat Tevin Farmer. It mean that you beat a former champion and that you move on to the next phase of your career. That's what that means. But you won't be able to prove that he's the best. He won't be able to prove that he's this quote-unquote greatest until he get in there with the opposition, just like anybody else. So he got a long ways to go before you could even think about calling him the best. You know what I mean? Or the greatest. You get me? So he better fly through this fight the way his dad be talking is what I'm saying. Your dad talk, his pops talk like he just gonna get in there and just, this is gonna be easy and we just gonna stop him. We gonna stop Tevin. We gonna stop. We gonna stop. He gonna knock you out. Kid gonna knock you out. Like I was like, kid gonna knock you out. He say this every fight. Like every fight, don't be a knockout. We know this, but that's what he preached. Kid gonna knock you out. Kid gonna knock you out. That's all he said. Kid gonna knock you out. We gonna see, man. Skill for skill. Tevin got experience, man, and he could fight. How motivated he looked motivated for this fight. Let's see if he performed, because he gotta perform. He gotta get in there and do the job. But the way he tested Zepeda, how he fought with that kind of hunger, he fight with that same kind of mentality, like from a hunger standpoint, being driven, not just wanting to lay down, not wanting to lose. Like you could tell in them fights, especially that first one, like he really, really wanted to not only beat Zepeda at points. You could say he wanted to knock him out. He wanted to stop him. Tevin Farmer fought his heart out. So, do we got another one of those in his bag, right? We got another one of those in him before he retired, right? You know what I mean? Because Tevin don't seem like he want to go nowhere just yet. So let's see, man. When you win a fight like this, bro, I'm telling you, you're the bragging rights. You beat one of these young up-and-coming prospects that's supposed to be one of the greatest fighters in the world. Kid gonna knock you out. Kid gonna knock you out. What you gonna do when he punch you in your nose? Like, that's what he be saying shit that happen in every fight, bro. What you gonna do when kid punch your lip? What you gonna do when he hit you with a hook on the jaw? Like, what you going to do? Like, what you going to do, bro? That shit happen every fight. What do you mean, what he going to do? What you going to do when kid punch you in your ribs? Like, bro, you be talking like the shit he doing is stuff that don't happen to him as well. Like, no, what he going to do if he get tired? What he going to do if Tevin start confusing him? What he going to do if his plan A don't work and he got to go to plan B sooner than he ready to, right? What are you going to do? That's what I want to know. Well, how are y'all going to respond to? Because, look, I think y'all can pull it off for sure, but you just be selling people something that ain't had a chance to grow, right? Like, you oversell him, and you ain't got to do that. He's super bashful and quiet. Dad always, kid gonna knock you out. If he beat you, don't that mean he the best? No, it don't mean that, bro. It mean he won. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta win first, though. JP, what it do, homie? Ernest, what's good, Holmes? How you feeling, Brody? If fight might end up in a draw or split decision. Farmer White. I hope Farmer pull it off. Nothing against Kid. I'm just rooting for Farmer because he gave the pay to hell. I want to see. I want to see him win, yo. You know what I'm saying? Schofield power up that Napoleon complex. I'm telling you, bro. If he win, don't that mean he the best? Don't that mean he the best?
This kid, he too small, he too young. He showing muscles. His body even built young. He got a young body.
That's crazy. He don't got a grown man body yet. So when he stop you, it's gonna be amazing.
He don't got a grown man body yet. He got all the muscles, but you can tell he's still a little boy, bro. He got a little. Ain't nobody stopping me.
Hang on for
Ain't nobody stopping me. Stop playing with me.
You want to weigh in on
man, stop playing with me. Ain't nobody stopping Tevin. Do you, man? Come on, man. You can't no boxing. You ain't stopping Tevin.
Never been hurt in his career. Not once. Ever.
Man, yeah, get in there. Get in there. Get in there, man.
If we're gonna do it this way, we'll do it.
Yeah, get in there. Stop who?
Stop you.
Come on, man. You don't even stop, bro. You couldn't even stop Renee. How you gonna stop me? You can't even hurt Renee. You talking to a dog, bro. Look at my neck, nigga.
Yeah,
You're not, bro.
You're not Renee, bro.
Nowhere next to Renee.
I'm not Renee.
You're not Renee.
I'm not Renee. That's the point.
You're not Renee.
I'm not Renee. That's the point.
He told Tevin Farmer he not Renee. Like, y'all must have thought Renee was on some crazy level. Nah, y'all was talking like y'all was gonna stop him, like you do every other opponent. And that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I get it. People love knockouts, but you ain't gotta sell this one every single fight. You're not gonna knock everybody out, and that's okay. You still sell, oh, he gonna knock you out. He this, he that. Man, I'm telling you, Tevin Farmer ain't the easiest guy to knock out, obviously. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. He got stopped early in his career by Pedraza, really early in his career. But Tevin Farmer ain't no poop up, man. I'm telling you. I want to see a really good fight. I want to see the vet pull it off. I really do. Switch stances. They like to do that for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just switch stance. He say he got the little boy muscles. I'm telling you. Say you got the muscles in your body young. I told that man his body young. Said you in there with a real dog, man. Your body's still young. That's funny, man. That's funny. It's been a cool build up to the fight. Tevin Farmer has made it interesting. He's made it fun. I'm definitely all in for this. I want to see it, but Kid should pull it off, man. I mean, look. He's expected to go on and do great things, be a world champion, challenge Tank, challenge Shakur, all that shit, right? So if you're gonna get to the next phase and the next level of your career, you definitely gotta be the guy like Tevin. You have to, despite him being a vet, a former champion, right? A guy that with a lot of experience, you gotta put all that, you gotta find a way to neutralize all that and make that none of it be a factor. Because again, it's one thing to win, but when your dad sell it the way he do, you got to do more than just win. You can't just come out there and it can't just be a win. You get what I'm saying? This got to be impressive. A1 Hoop Zone, what it do, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, though bad, what it do? So I'm watching Renee fight right now. For bigger, stronger, more skill, and still got clip. Yeah, because his will got tested in that, man. But he showed some resolve. He got up. He kept fighting. Like, listen, he ain't going to be an easy guy to break. So I don't see him getting stopped and nothing like that in this fight. But let's see if Tevin Farmer can outsmart him. You get me? He showed me how he able to handle somebody with a lot of volume, yo. So if his punching power is not something that is truly affecting Tevin Farmer, this fight is going to be really interesting. Because it's the only thing that, you know what I'm saying, that really switched things up. Shout out to Oster 40. What's good, homie? How you feeling? That's the only thing that's you know what I mean? That's the, I guess, the biggest difference that you could look at, right? On paper, as far as when you watch their fights, maybe power, possibly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they banking on. They feel like they're the strongest fighter in the division. He feel like his son got a punch like Thor hammer, right? Feel like he gonna knock out everybody he fight, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I guess you're supposed to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Despite whatever happened in your last fight. But my thing is, what happens when you don't knock a guy out? What happens when you can't hurt somebody the way you used to hurting these lower tier guys? What happened if Tevin Farmer has truly done his homework and is prepared for you? You get what I'm saying? Are you able to make the adjustments without your father having a damn, you know, panic attack over there in the corner? You know what I'm saying? Right? Can you know what I mean? Can you fight a clean fight? That's what I want to see, because I'm looking for improvements, man. Winning ain't just enough. You can't just come in there and, you know, just win. You got to start showing. You got to show some growth. You know what I'm saying? I think this kind of fight puts you in a situation where you can answer some of them questions, or you could fail miserably. Like, think about it. He could win this fight, get his hand raised, and his stock, it do absolutely nothing depending on how he look. So it's not just winning. And again, it's coming off a layoff. So will it affect you, or are you young and you stay in the gym and you just going to be able to work through it and it ain't going to have no effect? We never know. Will it affect your stamina for later on in the fight? The fight does go late, right? If you don't clip Tevin early, if you don't hit him with nothing that, you know what I'm saying? How does that look? You get me? So, I you know, I just got some questions. But like I said, I expect him to be able to figure this out, because, you know, with all due respect to Farmer, if you're anything close to what your dad is selling, what Oscar De La Hoya is selling you as, you got to win this fight. You got to win this fight. And you got to be impressive. That's what I'm saying. You got to be impressive. So you can't do what Zepeda did. And when I say what Zepeda did, see how he won, but those fights were supposed to make people feel like, all right, yeah, he ready to go challenge Shakur. He ready for the other southpaw, right? Because that was southpaw work that he went and got. But that backfired. I think that was the ideal, especially running it back in a rematch. That was supposed to, like, leave no doubt and, you know, prove that you just undoubtedly better. And look, you won, so people could say you better, but shit, that's probably because of the time you caught Tevin Farmer. Those fights didn't do what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to make people feel like you're ready for that next step. And people looking at it like, damn, you went through that with Zepeda. Shakur probably cooks you more than likely. Like, look what you went through. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Or you went through that with Farmer. Then, you know what I mean? Shakur gonna get in there. So Renee Garone put you through, Kid Austin through some moments. You get in there with Tevin Farmer. What does Tevin Farmer do? Right? Especially after y'all said he not on his level. So we're going to see, man. It's a lot of questions to be answered, man. And on both sides, you know what I'm saying? How much does Tevin Farmer still got in the tank, right? Do he really got it to go in here and beat a young Kid Austin, give him his first L? Or could he give him another real tough fight and make people question him? Because I think people left the Zepeda saga with more questions for Zepeda than answers, I think. So that's what I'm saying. You winning sometimes just not enough, right? Because are you going to be able to win while answering those questions that the fans have about you that you may have for yourself, right? Or are you just going to just get by? Is this going to be a fight where you just got through it? Because I'm telling you, you got pushed to the brink in your last one, and you kind of got through it. You know what I'm saying? Cal Cooler, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? You say, oh, yeah, initially he did, but he made weight after the fact, so we good to go. And you know, Kid, I think initially was heavy too, because he stripped down. He had to strip down. It's fine. That's a good question. Fight better and better. Yup, you get what I'm saying? Oster, right. I serve 88 was good, homie. How you feeling? Yeah, lost to Farm. Nah, it's not a bad thing. It's just for him, it wouldn't be ideal, obviously, right? Jonathan 9-7, because he keep calling out bigger fish and trying to sink his name with other fighters and other, world champions and stuff like that. But it'd just be a setback for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lose to a Farmer, and this is just, this ain't the younger version of him. This is the older version of Farmer. So you go out there and get taxed or you struggle and don't look good. What does that say about you? And how do you stack up against the rest of the division? How do you stack up with the elites? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. You know what I mean? You got some real fighters that gonna give him a run for his money, because he's not gonna be able to knock everybody out. He like to just try to overwhelm you. Activity, you get what I'm saying? It gets sloppy at times. Like, I see a lot of little holes in his game. So my thing is Tevin Farmer game enough? Is he prepared enough, right, to be able to exploit the holes in his game? You get what I'm saying? At this stage in his career, do we got another real good performance left in him that could get him over the hump? Or is he just only going to get his kids some good rounds and end up losing a decision? Or dare I say get knocked out? So we're going to find all that out. Jonathan 9-7, my guy, was good with it. Ty was good, homie. How you feeling? I hit that like button. We're going to keep building for a bit, man. I just had to come build with y'all and talk about this fight. I think this is another lightweight fight. And it's good because you're getting to see these guys get their fights out the way. It's unfortunate Keyshawn didn't get to get his last 35 fight in, because then we would have had something, even better conversation. But, you know what I mean? It is what it is with that. Now you move on. Schofield get the fight. And you got Shakur in July, and then Tank and Roach at some point. They threw out the August date. We'll see if it happens then. But all the lightweights got some fights, and we get to see who's going to make the best statement. So Floyd Schofield tomorrow night, the light will be shined on you. All eyes will be on you. Let's see if you really can make the kind of statement that you set out to make. And I know you want to knock Tevin Farmer out. I think that'd be super impressive. I don't think nobody could take it from you if you actually was to stop this dude in impressive fashion. So if you're able to do that, man, I think it's time for you to continue to move up to that next step, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? You beat the older ex-faded champion or whatever the case may be, and then you know what I'm saying? You should be closer to a title. So let's see what the young Floyd Schofield made of, man. Let's see, man. Because, again, I'm still looking at that last situation like, bro, so much other shit. So many different ways they could have handled that, but it is what it is. Now you got Tevin. So let's see what you do with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if you be in a rush to eat your food and you mess around and choke. Let's see if the vet take you about your game. He already showed you up in the press conference, right? A little bit, or should I say the face-off, right? Had it all in your space, backed you down. I ain't saying y'all supposed to swing, but, you let him all in your space. You get what I'm saying? Is it going to be like that fight night? Is he going to be all up in your space, making that fight tough? You get me? Is Tav coming to be, slick? Is we going to get the slick Tav, or are we going to get the Tevin that's just trying to dog it out? Right? That's what I want to know. What's his approach? Jordan, my dog, was good with it. Avies Griffin on that card. Going to show out. Yeah, I like Griffin. Mike Griffin. He come up out of that camp with them dogs. He come up out of that camp with them dogs, man. Come up out of there with them peebles. With them folks. We're gonna keep going. Hold on, we're gonna keep going. Schofield. So who y'all got, man? Before we move on, I wanted to talk to me, chat. Is Schofield pulling this off tomorrow night? Or is Tevin Farmer gonna get a young boy his first L, man? That's what I want to know, man. And let me see who else on here too before we get past this too, man. Let me get up on here. Let me get up on here. All right, 135. Did Evan do something? Let's get a fight. Nope. He's still on the sideline. Still on the sideline. And remember, bro, we talking about this fight. This ain't even the main event, because the main event should be a really good fight between Gilberto Ramirez and Dorticos. That should be a good fight, man. Dorticos been around the block, been in there with some who's, right? He can punch, got experience. Ramirez 47-1, only lost to Beevil. That should be a good main event right there. Griffin is fighting Julian Rodriguez. That's the guy that made the videos talking about Tank. That's the guy that made the videos talking about Tank. So he's fighting tomorrow. He's fighting Avius Griffin. That's good. You got Raul Curiel. He's fighting an undefeated opponent. That should be a good fight as well. Holly Holm. What the hell? Kevin Johnson fight. Okay, Kevin Johnson fighting. Okay, he said he ain't leaving it to the judges too. Is this my guy Thunderstorm? Yeah, that's my guy Thunderstorm. Yes, sir, man. And Josh Edwards. Josh Edwards opens the card. So this is a solid card, y'all. This is a solid card for tomorrow. It's a good card for Golden Boy. Got some good action. We got some good action, man. Everybody go out there with the Matrix glitch and all, and put the beats on Schofield, Lil Weird, Stephen A. Smith had A1 ain't no good, bro. It's about to be a Kid Austin and Farmer rematch. Watch. Oh man, Jordan tell me so. Shout out to my baby girl, the Queen, Miss Jusdueboxing. That's good. Say hello to the fan for me. Glad y'all made it there safe. And make sure you hit the like button. But yeah, man, I think Schofield can pull off a decision. To me, the biggest questions is how he'll look, right? What his approach would be and how he'll look while he do it. You know, Tevin Farmer could make it a really tough night like he did against Zepeda. It is, what is this? Is this a 12-round fight? Hold on. Nah, it's a 10-rounder, so he's safe. He's safe, but let's see. Let's see, man. Let's see. I definitely think, yeah, of course it ain't a 12, but if it was, it would have favored Farmer. I think that this the longer to fight, but I just want to see how he able to test Farmer. I mean, how he able to test Schofield. You know what I mean? Could he dial back the clock a little bit and look like the younger version of himself out there? You know what I mean? It chop shop. 0.4. He ended up making it. He ended up making it on the second attempt. Man. From what Doug told me, it only took him 15 minutes out of the 30. So that's a good sign. You know, Schofield gonna stop him. You know, Zepeda. Thinks Schofield gonna stop him. That's cool. I think it goes the distance. I don't know if I would bet on it, but I think it goes the distance. I think it can go the distance, though. You know what I'm saying? I do. Because, you know, more experienced guys, he'll have more trouble. He should. But the thing is, the only thing that, another question for me is the same I got for Schofield, though, approach. Because he decided to try to match Zepeda, right? We see how that worked out. He gave him a really good run, but he tried to match him. That's I didn't think he was gonna fight like that. Shout out to Cyree. How you feeling, bro? I didn't think he was gonna fight him that way. So is he gonna look to make Schofield miss and make him pay type deal? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it, yeah, you're gonna make him miss. Shout out to the homie Jordan, man. He trying to get that brethren or the butcher. He taking that bet. Schofield says Schofield stopping him. Shout out to you, my guy. You feeling good? He said tell you about to press the gas. Especially since it's a 10-round fight. He was getting Zepeda. After the midway point. That's why I always say the fights change after, you know, some rounds and you start to, you know, fatigue a bit. Now you start to see how you can fight and if you still keep it together. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what their game plans are going to be for one another. You know what I mean? If Schofield going to do exactly what I think he's going to do. Come forward and try to overwhelm him. You know what I mean? With activity. You know what I'm saying? And try to stop him. He got a tendency to load up on shots when he do it, so it could go real right or real wrong for him. Yeah, he damn sure could. And shit, he ate the canvas a little, you know what I mean, for a second in his last one. So, and that's the way he fight. That's his style. Like then he got the muscles, man. So he started getting tired. He got caught. I think the punch, like I said, went a little behind the head, but it still landed. You know, he just was looking tired a little bit. PGA's big dog. It's good. Like, let me see. It's a longer clip. Let me play it. I'm gonna just let it rock out real quick. Let me run it. Look at these little moments, man. Little knockdown. For the body. Okay. Going to work. Uppercut, you ate up, you right there. So you're hook. Look, another hook, you did 8. See? To the leg. Rising and firing back. That's some grit in him. They kid is a tank. He could be pushed back, bro. You see? All that shit, you being busy, but you being pushed back. See, you know what I'm saying? Them punches wasn't having the effect that you think you get what I'm saying? You throwing them joints, but dude was like walking, you know, he was taking them joints and walking him back, pushing him back. And that's the thing. Can Tevin Farmer had his moments where he did that. It's something very similar to Zepeda. Can he do that to the kid, right? Without getting burned in the fire too much, right? Could he push him back without putting himself in at a disadvantage? Because that's a good strategy to force the kid back. I don't think he fight as well backing up, obviously, right? He a come forward guy and he used to having his way. So that's what he got to make sure he not allowing the kid to have his way, because he will build confidence. He is strong. You know what I'm saying? He will be busy early, I believe, too. Star Fox, what it do, man? He said, how is this fight opening the card? Nah, that fight don't open the card. Hell no. That fight, Tevin and Floyd that should be the co-main. Yoda, what it do is Farmer and Hill. Farmer said he good to go. My son only lost 7 because he overweight. He cheated. Right, that's what he goes to say, right? Even though he made the weight, went back and made it. But yeah, I think he talks so much that it won't be no excuses for the fight. I don't think he can make none. I think he just gotta, you know what I mean? Just gotta let it happen. So from what I've seen, it does. Hey man, hey, that's what he got to test the youngin. Test his gas tank, bro. Test his gas tank. Test his gas tank early. You know what I'm saying? And make him work for everything. Give him different looks. Don't be a stationary target. Right? You got to use the experience. You can't just be experienced. You got to use it. So that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Ted he got some work to do. Because Youngin want to win bad. I know he do. Especially after not being able to fight. You know what I mean? He wasn't able to fight in this last one. And it was just like, you know, that had been nasty since then. It been a shitstorm since then. So now this is like his opportunity to get back, man, and show people that he just has a bad situation for the last fight. His Farm was the first fight on the paper. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, damn, I didn't know that. Shout out to pardon me. Who just said that? Star Fox. So you right. I didn't know that. Damn, I didn't know that. That's weird. That's weird. Not that it matters though, but that's crazy. Wow. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why though, because you said a pay-per-view. Yeah, Billy on that card too. And Billy, not that one. I didn't. Did I say I don't think Christian and Billy's on this card? Nah. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Wow. So that's why. Okay. That's why. So hold on. Something ain't right. So who's the main event? JJ, salute. Because I don't see in Billy that. Why they don't have that fight listed? If that fight is even on that card, it ain't listed. Oh no, that's the ESPN. Okay. All right, okay. That's weird. That's so weird. Man, that is weird. Jake. Joe Quinn was good with it. Man, that's weird, man. That is so weird. I did not know that. Because of the way it's listed, usually this is the way it go, but not in this case. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, so that don't trip me out now that it's I realize that it's pay-per-view. With them being the first fight on the pay-per-view portion of it, that ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's no belt and none of that on the line. So it makes sense. I don't think it's crazy now. The breaks off this guy. You think Dorticos? I haven't seen him lately, Sheldon. I haven't seen what Dorticos been looking like lately, but you know, from what I knew about him, he could box and punch a bit. I think he only got what is it, 2 losses he only got? 27-2. Dorticos with the 25 KOs. And we know he lost to Marius Breedis, who didn't lose to him. And he had lost to Murat Gassiev. He had got stopped in the last round. So he only lost to top tier guys. You know what I'm saying? Gassiev obviously was undefeated and he fought him. And Breedis had the 1 loss. So yeah. Should be a good fight. It should be a good fight. I just don't know what he looked like lately though. Strong. Yeah. Hell yeah, yes. He had knocked out my boy Tabiti. Did Tabiti dirty back in 2019. Caught Tabiti in that 10th round. He did my boy filthy G. So Dorticos he be smoking shit, bro. He be knocking guys the hell out more times than not. Out of his 27 wins, he got 25 KOs. So he been stopped just the once. And that was the last round of a 12-round fight. So we're gonna see. That's probably the AB versus Cobb's undercard. Yeah, and then stoppage victory too. Yeah, that was a first rounder. Damn, first round KO. So that's the last time he fought. 2024. That was June. A little more than a year out the ring. Okay. Zordo should have had the ups. He been more active, man. Zordo looked pretty good up there at cruiserweight. He looked pretty good up there at cruiserweight. I definitely watch it, man. But I know he better not don't get caught slipping. That's all. Cause Buddy ass could punch. Buddy could punch a nice bit. Dre, what it do on me? Buddy can punch. Dorticos can punch, obviously, with them 25 KOs. So, but I think that's his best shot. He gotta get a knockout. Hold on. Let me see. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I forgot all about this, yo. The Jake Paul and Chavez shit, bro. Oh, wow, okay. Yes. That's why Holly Holm was there. I knew something was throwing me off. Okay. It's like a solid card, man. It's like a really good card. I could rock with this joint. I could watch this. Big Drop Dre. What's happening, man? So yeah, man. That's a proven fight for Schofield Jr., man. If you don't win this fight, man, back to the drawing board you go. But like I said, I think he can win it on points with Farmer testing him the whole way. Let's see if I'm wrong. Wilder is the 27th. It should be tonight for Wilder, ain't it? And Wilder's tonight. How you gonna win? She gets the winner. Katie versus Amanda. That's so crazy. How in the hell, bro? That is crazy, dude. Yeah, Griffin on the card. Yeah. Nah, he after actually. From what they just told me and from what Dub just sent me, Kate Austin and them opening the pay-per-view version. and then Griffin and Hammer Hands, Julian Rodriguez. So that should be a good fight. Cool test for Griffin, because Hammer Hands only lost the one time. I think he got he had an eye injury or something in the fight that he lost, I believe. He had an eye injury or something like that. So he's only lost the one time. Yeah. And who was that too? Was that the Postal? He lost to Postal. Pedraza it was. Pedraza, yeah, it was Pedraza that stopped him in 2021. So since then he been winning, but let's see. I think Griffin is primed to win that fight though. He look like he got a promising future. Hammer Hands ain't been making no noise since that loss. That loss slowed him down. And he lost to an older version of Pedraza too. So yeah, she boxing. She boxing on the card tomorrow. She fight tomorrow. Holly Holm fight tomorrow. Her opponent is 10-0. Oh yeah, she ain't old. She fight Yolanda Guadalupe Vega Ochoa. 10-0, one knockout. The female, she fighting 30 years old. Okay. Holly Holm still in combat sports, bro. Gotta respect it, man. She had a hell of a career, ain't she? Yeah, she is. Yeah, that's what I guess that's what it is. It just seemed crazy though. Just seemed crazy. She I don't think she got a shot against one of them younger chicks, but shout out to Holly Holm, man. 33, 2-3. Yeah, she had a whole fucking. She had 2 damn careers. Combat athlete for real. Billy's the real Canelo mandatory trial. I don't want Billy Smoke and the Vides. The Vides went up, G. You know, but let's see if and Billy ever get his shot. You know, I don't know if he will, but we'll see. Hold on, y'all hit that like button for me, man. You know, it's like Holly Holmes is the real one, man. She been through it, been in there with the who's, man. True combat athlete, very successful kickboxer, MMA, all that shit, and now in boxing, she's still hanging in there, bro. Respect to her, because she got to be in her 40s, right? And Billy versus Selectors tonight for the WBC interim title of 68. Yeah, I think and Billy gonna do him right. Oh, they got them holy hands, yeah, man. Yeah, she's hella. I think the only thing that obviously you just gotta get old, right? But she's still been able to be successful. You know what I mean? I got a much respect for Holly. She really one of them ones, man. 41 or 42, I figure she gotta be up there. Still hanging in there though, bro. Still hanging in there. I'll never forget. She was one of she beat Ronda, man. You know what I mean? She beat Ronda. She had to always be a hero for me. That win, man, that head kick was everything, bro. Kicked in the middle of next week, G. Kicked in the middle of next week. Man, my bad, y'all. All right, let's keep rolling, y'all. Let's get to it. So, got a good card for tomorrow night, man. Let's see if Kid Austin stand on business, man, because his dad done wrote a check, and let's see if he can cash. Let's see it. How he smacked Ronda. Yeah, I loved it. I ain't gonna lie, I loved it. I ain't gonna lie. She used to talk too much for me. She was just way too cocky for me, and I just didn't enjoy it. It used to be like a super turn off. To me. Super turn on. Now Crawford press 3 in 30 minutes for sure. So we're gonna cook for a little bit before that even come on. So look, we're gonna move on. I seen a short, like a 10, 11-minute video interview or, you know, a little build from Shakur Stevenson. He went up there with Brian Campbell, and he talked about, you know, the Turkey Al-Sheikh comments, the Tom and Jerry comments that he made, and how he felt about him. And he made some interesting statements about Turkey, man. And I'm just glad at the end of the day that he only worried about the shit that he can control. All that other stuff, getting cheated, small rings, like, nah, bro. My theory is if you go out there and handle business, man, on your end, you make sure a lot of that shit can't even happen. So that's what I like to hear from him. Just focus on the task at hand. You got a guy that's coming to win, and you're going to do everything in your power to get out. She 43. Yeah, she up there, man. She up there. Shout out to Holly. But she fighting a 10-0 opponent, too. So let's hear this, like 11 minutes. So here it is, man, because I knew everybody wasn't going to be feeling that Tom and Jerry shit that Turk said.
Back at it. Finally, the Williams-Zepeda matchup with Shakur. Tell me if I'm wrong, dude. You've been spicy AF lately, and I've been digging it.
I've been chilling. I've been sitting back chilling and waiting on my moment. But it's a lot of people going against me. I can't wait to shut them up.
Okay. I mean, I saw you send Coppinger to hell, and I was here for that, too. I mean, what was going on there, you know?
I mean, Coppinger, he's just a fake individual. He try to talk a lot of shit about you on the internet and all of that stuff, but when he see you, he want to be cool and nice. And, I just don't stand for shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Understood. Do you stand for what Williams-Zepeda will bring to the table? A fight that we've wanted for a long time. It's finally here. People are talking about we need a smaller ring. You know, Shakur's not going to stand and bang. How do you deal with all that negativity, distraction coming into this fight?
My bad.
Into this fight.
Fuck them. They don't fucking matter. They not the ones getting in that ring. I don't gotta stand and fight somebody else's fight. I fight my own fight. And if I feel like standing there and fighting that fight, I'm doing that because I know I can win that fight. So at the end of the day, you gotta stand.
Man, do you hear that? Spoken like a real and a true champion that know himself inside and out. I don't care about what nobody talking about. I'm fighting my fight, bro. I'm gonna do what I need to do. If I feel like I want to stand there, that's because I feel like that's a fight I could win. Now to think, it's all about gauging and knowing yourself, strengths and weaknesses, knowing what you can do against who you can do it against. All right.
You know, Shakur's not going to stand and bang. How do you deal with all that negativity, distraction coming into this fight?
Fuck them. They don't fucking matter. They not the ones getting in that ring. I don't gotta stand and fight somebody else's fight. I fight my own fight. And if I feel like standing there and fighting that fight, I'm doing that because I know I can win that fight. So at the end of the day, it matters who come out victorious. I'm not worried about what somebody else say and all of these rules that they trying to fake put out. And fuck them. I don't want to hear that shit.
All right. Shakur's on the SM tour. I could see.
So all y'all that's trying to tell him how to fight, ain't trying to hear none of that. Got a job to do, man. July, man. He got a job to do, and he gonna do it. Whatever tools he need for the job, that's what's gonna be on display in that ring. That's what I believe, man. No smart fighter, no real fighter is listening to somebody that don't gotta take punishment for a living and tell them how they should fight. Anybody that's saying that, and I get it. You know, guys ain't mean to just stand still and fight, but you just got to be very mindful of that. Like, you're telling people how to fight, making the ring smaller. Then you got a guy and Galia Phi go out there and get his ass beat because he trying to have a slug match. You get what I'm saying? It's just really stupid, really dumb.
Give them chips on that shoulder, okay? Do you think that brings out the best in you? Have you had a fight where you came in with this attitude before?
Nah, I mean, not mentally, no. I don't think I ever felt like this mentally. I think, you know, like I said, there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of people that's going against me. And when that happens, I think they waking up a monster.
I'm about to see this monster come out here in this card. You're the co-main event. We've got Edgar Berlanga, Hamzat Shiraz. I think as the closer, I kind of would prefer you in that main event there. Does that matter to you anymore?
I mean, everybody would, but at the end of the day, nothing but respect to them with their decisions that they make behind closed doors. I don't got shit to do with that, but I know it got something to do with the Hamza Shiraz kid that Turkey likes, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you react to that tweet from Turkey in the past couple of days? That's like, man, I hope Shiraz and Shakur doesn't get upset. We got big plans, baby. I don't think I've seen people tweet like that before. What was your reaction?
I mean, I just don't know how really it is. I have no clue if that's how he really feels, or like which side is he. You know, I don't know. So at the end of the day, all I can focus on is my job and what I got in, and I know that I'm coming in there to make sure that none of that shit happens. So.
Well, they do tell me Turkey's a bit of a jokester, that he likes to troll people. How do you get on with Turkey?
I mean, you know, I enjoy somebody that want to make the best and biggest fights happen. So I've been calling for the Zepeda fight for probably like 2 to 3 years now, and finally it's been made. So I appreciate it for it.
All right.
Right, man. I like what he's saying. He don't know what side he on, but at the end of the day, he got a job to do. He don't care about none of that. Yeah, I appreciate you. Put the fight on. I've been asking for this fight 2 to 3 years. Now it's here. Very similar to the Oscar Valdez situation. If the way this fight play out is anything reminiscent of how that fight played out in terms of how he approach it and take care of business, just when he show you, when you give him a fight that he's asked for, he delivers. He did it against Valdez. I want to see him do it against Zepeda. Glad that he finally got the fight. Now we can just see what it's hitting for.
This is a cool and unique venue.
And again, I like the fact that he never minded anything that Turkey got going on personally. It's just about handling the things that I could control. That's the only thing I need to focus on and worry about. Everything else to take care of itself. That just limit the distractions, you know what I mean? You want to lock in, you or the worry, just having that unnecessary added pressure is not there. You know what I'm saying? Because he truly focusing on the right shit. And that's putting that work in and going out there beating his ass. It is. What is it? June. Yeah, it is.
That's never hosted boxing before. We had a kind of a weird situation with the Times Square card where the fights didn't kind of play out the way we thought. Maybe it was the location. How do you feel about this venue, which I think is a very unique one there at the tennis stadium where you'll be facing Zepeda?
I actually went to that Times Square card. Honestly, I feel like for us to be fighting in the stadium with people, I think it makes it 100 times better. I think my adrenaline is going to be a lot more higher than what it would be if it's like a sparring match or something like that. So I'm excited.
What does
see? And real quick, it's interesting that he spoke on that because he liked where they fighting at. It's a good venue, good location. Fans are going to be there. It's not going to feel like no damn sparring match because he was there at the Times Square event, and you could even not fight, and you could see that it felt like that, very reminiscent of some sparring because you shouldn't be able to hear everybody heckling you. You know what I mean? It should be so loud just from crowd noise that you shouldn't be able to hear every little thing somebody say unless they screaming at you, right? And from what I understand, you could just hear multiple people sitting front row or sitting in or around ringside or whatever the case may be. And that just it makes it feel like you in the gym with a couple spectators and people watching you spar or something, as opposed to you going out there and having a fight. What makes the fight, what gives the fight that kind of energy that these fighters look for is the crowd. People cheering, the oohs, the ahs, the boos, the chants, all of that stuff. It make boxing what it is. So I think without that element, you get something close to sparring matches. And I'm glad that this particular card ain't going to be set up nothing like that. You get me? Because you just never know what could happen when you remove an element as important to the sport like the fans.
Zepeda bring to the table that you need to prepare for, be wary of? What are you up against in this matchup?
I mean, I already prepared for it, but it's a guy who comes in and he throws a billion punches around, and he's going to try to win with volume and make it look like he's winning the fight to the judges, whether he's winning or not. Even when I watch him fight Tevin for him, I felt as though Tevin should have got a lot of them rounds, but he wasn't getting them rounds because of the volume of Zepeda. So I'm just getting ready for a guy who's coming in and throwing a lot of punches.
All right. What does this fight represent to you? What's at stake for you? What type of statement are you looking to make? Where's the mindset on this one?
Superstardom. I know that I'm right there. I'm on that verge of like reaching superstardom. So with that being said, come fight night, I'm going in there and I'm putting on a superstar performance. I gotta perform like a superstar. I gotta just be myself.
Do you expect a lot of Brick City to show up, cross the river, and check you out there?
Oh yeah, everybody pulling up. Everybody coming through. You know it's gonna be out there to support. And I'm gonna put on the show for them too.
All right. What's going on in this division right now? Is Tank gonna even fight again? What's happening here? Keyshawn had a unfavorable situation break out for him in his last fight that didn't happen. How do you sort of take stock of what's going on at 35 at the moment?
I mean, shit, it is what it is. I'm not really Tank. I can't tell you what Tank got going on. As far as Keyshawn, I wish him nothing but the best. I think Keyshawn is a bad motherfucker. I think when you get to 140 pounds, you're going to beat the shit out of a lot of people at 140 pounds. So, he got, it's ups and downs in boxing. Man. Through his hard times, you just got to stay solid and stay focused. But as far as the 35 division, this shit my shit. This is my shit. This is my division. These guys, they just in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you mentioned this could be the fight that propels you further, deeper into stardom, superstardom. Do you need to unify titles to do that? Is that part of your mindset right now? Or is it more about let's face the best one after another and keep elevating?
That's more what it is. It ain't even about unifying titles. It ain't about undisputed. That shit cool. You know, I've seen a lot of people become undisputed champs like Cambosis, we'll say, and they didn't become those big superstars. So I think right now it's about fighting the biggest fights, fighting the best available opponents, and beating them one by one, and then letting it be known that I'm the best at 135 pounds.
There you go.
Well,
there
some
you go.
big name guys that used to be in and around your weight class seem to be rapidly moving up, not just to 140, but 47. Do you see yourself staying at lightweight for a long time?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna meet some of the guys that's coming from 130, and they want to fight me at lightweight. Yeah, I'm gonna see them because naturally I'm not a big guy. I'm a little guy. I'm not a 140 pounder. I know that I'm not. So I'm going to dominate and stay at 135 pounds for as long as I can.
All right. I'm down with that. I'm absolutely down with that.
Staying there. He said he's going to stay at 35 as long as he can. Dominate. So he ain't going nowhere. Keyshawn going. Medulla's still there. Tank's still there. Andy Cruz more tired. Some good fights to be made, man, in due time. And I just hope boxing do what it's supposed to do and deliver on the fights, man.
Every time we talk to you, though, we do sort of bring up that name Tank, and we want that super fight to happen. Does that happen this year? Does that happen next year, or just out of your control?
It's out of my control, but see what you just said. You said every time y'all talk to me, y'all bring him up. You know, the fans got it kind of misconstrued, and they think that I'm bringing this guy up when I'm just the guy doing my job and answering questions. So I'm glad that you said what you just said. But as far as the fight happening, I'm willing to make the fight happen whenever, however we can get the fight done. And I've been saying it, so I stand by that.
You know,
that's it. That's all. I'm down to make the fight. I'm willing to make the fight. There's nothing I could do for my stance to be ready for that opportunity. And you know, that's it. That's all. And I'm glad he put it into context so people could stop saying that, oh, you're mentioning Tank for more traffic, for more views, all this stupid stuff. Like, that doesn't get you more views. Saying his name ain't gonna make nobody click the video faster. Like, it really don't. Like, it's boxing. At the end of the day, the position that he's in, the position that Tank in, if they want to stop being asked about each other, somebody gonna have to stop boxing, or at the bare minimum, not be in the same weight class. And even then, that probably won't completely stop the conversation from coming up or the questions from being asked. It just is what it is. It's a part of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad he understands that. He just answered the question as he see fit and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Look, yeah, that's the fight I want, but he ain't the one that's going to be making the offers and facilitating that. He's just not in a position to do it. Only thing he can tell you is, yeah, I'll take that fight. Yeah, I want the fight. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's all. That's all you can do. Yeah, man. Why you go to Eddie when Loma almost got the big fight being on top rank? Yeah, I got the fight being on top rank. You right. Kid Austin look very. Yeah, Kid Austin like he ready to go, Joseph. He like he ready to go. But yeah, why he go over there? So yeah, man. It just at the end of the day, I'm telling you, just like you seen what it took for Earl and Bud, and to a degree, this is them on a smaller scale or however you want to look at it, but. Dudes gonna have to holler at each other if that fight is ever gonna be made. Other than that, they sitting around waiting for the powers that be to say, yeah, this probably never get it.
Reading the tea leaves, hearing the temperature in your voice, I might be under the opinion that Shakur Stevenson's gonna come out July 12th and look to make a statement and maybe stop this gentleman, William Zepeda. Is that on the menu for you there?
Hell yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm not looking for no stoppage. I'm not going in there looking for no stoppage. I'm going in there to be myself. But I am coming to make a statement. I am coming to put on a performance. So on July 12th, I will be performing at my best.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think because this is the first time in a couple of years that you're in what people would assume to be a difficult fight for you, that people forgot about what's under the hood? That people forgot about what you do bring to the table? Is that part of the mindset here?
Fuck yeah, everybody forgot who I am. They forget that I'm really the truth. They seen me perform. They seen me go out there and whoop ass at 130 pounds. I unify. I had the Green magazine. Everybody forgot. Everybody forgot since I got to 135. But I'm here to remind them.
Really are the best, and since
Talk
they're
to 'em. That's all. Just remind them of who you be.
All right. What are your thoughts on this super fight coming up September 13th? We're seeing the world tour go on right now between
Legacy
Canelo
remains.
Alvarez
What
and
it do,
Terrence
homie?
Crawford. I know you're a long time close with Bud, but what are your thoughts on this superstar matchup we're all excited for?
I think Bud will make it an easy fight. I'm disappointed in hearing like some of the things that they're saying at press conferences with like the no running thing and they're like don't run. But at the end of the day, Bud Crawford has put on amazing performances in the sport of boxing. I've never seen a fight where he ran. So it's just disrespectful to even disrespect a legend like that. So,
do you think, I didn't mean to cut you off, but those comments Turkey made about no more Tom and Jerry, is that directed at William School, Devin Haney, maybe Ryan Garcia from that Times Square card? Or is that, I almost feel like it's out of place using that line when we're talking about Canelo versus Crawford?
I think it's out of place using that line with any fighter, in my opinion. I just feel as though we are fighters. We all go in through long training camp. We work super hard to come out there and deliver the best of our abilities. Now, if some guys want to move and use movement, I think that's part of boxing. I don't have nothing bad to say about guys moving and using the ring. Ali, guys like Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, they gotta be disappointed hearing some of that shit. So, because they use the ring a lot. So, I just don't agree with that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I appreciate elite hit and not get hit level skill. I mean, I didn't appreciate William School's performance, but that's another topic for another day. July 12th, it goes down. Queens, New York, William Zepeda. I'm ready, Shakur. I could hear that you're ready in your voice. So best of luck to you, man. Go out there and do what you do at the end of the day.
Appreciate it, man.
And if you see Coppinger, send him to hell another time. Don't bother me. Oh, God, there it is. Hey, Core, go get him, brother. Thanks. Take care.
Shout out to Brian Campbell, man. Go get him, Core. Yeah, I got the ESPN card on. We got it's in the 4th round. Who's that? Santana and Estella in the ring. Yeah, no. And Billy and Selecki. Man, so I'm gonna watch this card. But look, man, Core gonna do what he gotta do, man. That's a good card, a good fight. Can't wait to see it. I hope he make the statement that he's looking to make. I hope he make the statement that I know he's capable of making. Just want to see him go out there, do his thing. I think he got the right kind of opponent in front of him where he can go out there and really do his thing. And that's all I want to see, as far as this Haney saga and this Devin Haney and Norman Jr. saga. Like I said, we watched Bill move a certain way for years. one thing I've noticed with consistency, and this is no slight, no shade to him, whenever it goes super public, whenever it's like a mixtape tour of interviews, as I like to call it, that's usually a sign that no fight is coming. That's usually a sign that no fight is coming. If you see it now, you fast forward, some people saying it's not completely off, but I think the likelihood of it happening next is very slim. I just never thought it was the right fight to take after Ramirez to me, but I'm not the fighter. I'm not the trainer. I'm not the manager, none of that. I'm not on the team, so it ain't up to me. But it's definitely a fight I respect if they can do it. But we've seen this before, and it's unfortunate that this is off the back of Boots and Norman trying to make a fight, and it didn't come to fruition. So now, with this particular situation, people are looking at it like it's both of them. They never wanted to fight. I just don't see it like that. I just think some games was being played, some promotion was going on, and intent wasn't where people were saying it was at the end of the day. And now, as a result, it's just more wasted time, and now we don't get another fight that could have potentially happened, so it is what it is. And now it's getting to the point where you got Blair Cobbs coming out, and he calling Devin Haney ZESTY, and speaking about his performance and how he looked and trashing him pretty much. The end of the day, man, I just hope he finds himself in the ring with somebody that makes sense. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I think Blair Cobb wouldn't be the worst fight for him. I think in the situation you don't take opportunities off the table for yourself. You got certain guys calling your name. The certain names that Devin has spoken and called out, seems like those guys don't have no intent on fighting them. So at the end of the day, what do? You just keep it pushing. You keep it moving. And you go fight the next man up. And I just hope that's something that he do. So I ain't saying fight Blair Cobb next, but shit, if you don't have a better option, at least entertain and see what they talking about over there. Cause I don't know what else. I don't know what else you can do. You can't get a TO in the ring. Hitchens ain't coming up to 47, right? The Norman situation ain't happening, right? Like where do you go? So that's my question. Like, I would love to know who he's going to get in the ring with next. And is it going to be at the 147 pounds completely? You know what I'm saying? Full 147. So it's still, jury is still out. We don't know what he's going to look like when he get there at the top of the division. It's not going to be easy to exist up there, man. So he kind of in no man's land, and he in a position where he need to use this matchmaking right now to springboard his comeback trail. You know what I'm saying? You already started with Ramirez, just keep it going. The Brian Norman situation didn't happen, and you feel like it's because it's not to no fault of your own. You just keep it moving. Go make the next best available fight for yourself, and that's all you could do. But the more you look at it, the landscape, the picking's starting to get slim because you're starting to one by one. Guys are kind of going by the wayside, and you're not fighting none of these dudes. So I don't know where you go if you don't get in here and fight at some point. Boxing with 2-4, what it do, man? Blair the Flair is a good name for everyone at 47. It is. Big Tex, what it do? Especially if you just trying to establish yourself for average G's and you get me? It's you trying to get yourself back to where you once was. You can use Blair Cobb as a springboard. It's still a risky fight. It ain't gonna be no easy fight. You get what I'm saying? Mr. Anderson in the building. What's good, fam? How you feeling? I hit the like button. We're gonna cook for a bit more before we get out of here. But yeah, man, that saga, I think it was unnecessary. It's unfortunate, man. I think a lot of people time just got wasted, man, and it sucked. It really do. It really sucked. A big one. You know what I'm saying? I think the last thing people needed was to create a situation where you're back promoting fights that's not happening. And I don't want to blame either one guy, but like I said, we seen this before from a certain team. We seen this before. You know what I'm saying? Dank, what it do on me? Stressed Out Boxing. The Marcus, what it do? Don't mess with Texas, my guys. What's good with y'all? And as I'm talking, y'all, this Top Rank card, somebody just got stopped. I don't know which one is who just got stopped. He's celebrating on him and everything. He just got stopped. Very good, man. I'm telling you, I think so too. Jordan, I think he is. Oh, Estella just got stopped. Estella just got stopped on this Top Rank card, y'all. This is the Billy and Selecki card. I think at this point, in Billy fighting Selecki to just see if you can stop him. I just wish he'd fight different guys, man. His opposition just don't be doing it for me, but we'll see. Santana got pretty good, is he? I was watching him. He's going to work. Look like he got some talent. Look like he got some skill. You just got a knockout. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all making me want to stay on the call of fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. It's Friday. You know, I love boxing. Love seeing some good boxing, man. But yeah, you got Blair. Blair called you zesty for what it's worth. He talking crazy, so why not fight him, man? You need to fight somebody at this point, right? You need to fight somebody. You got to fight somebody. Real quick, let me see. I got you. Let me see. Yeah, Selecki. He putting Selecki in there to see if he can stop him. And what fight? This is Luis Santana and Eduardo Estella. What is these? Is light what? Lightweights, bro. They lightweights. This is 130. These dudes fight at 135. Z. They need to put 100K plus in escrow to go to the opponent if they miss weight. That's something they need to look into. I think that would encourage guys to make sure they on point, Mr. Anderson, as far as the weight go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they lightweight, yo. They lightweight, so yeah. Okay, Estella just got his ass stopped. Okay. All right. Luis Santana, he's 14-0 now. Okay. Okay, Luis, 13-0. He should be 14-0, 7 KOs now. Okay. Fighting out of Canada. All right. Okay, Luis. Okay, Luis. That's cool. All right, man. We got let me see who else on this card. You got Christopher Guerrero, he's 14-0. Stephen Butler, Wilkins Method, I don't know him. John Oribo, I heard of him before. Okay. Mahmudov is here, and then Selecki. Okay. It's a cool little card on a Friday. It's boxing. But shout out to everybody, man. Make sure y'all do hit the like button, man. So yeah, like I was saying, when it comes to that Haney Norman saga is one of them things that I wish, could have just went together and happened 1, 2, 3. But you know what I mean? Norman gonna be here for it, man. I think his performances keep dictating that he ain't going nowhere, and it's only getting better, bro. I think we just seeing the birth of a real champion, bro. And with them belts going free, man, it's just gonna give him a more of an opportunity to put 47 in the headlock. I really do. He's starting to really just look like the man to beat, if we being honest. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing easy to deal with. It's like the same things that people critiqued him about before. You can't critique him about now because he's improved and gotten better. So it's like at this point, it's only up for him. You know what I'm saying? It's only up for him. Elijah Pierce, funny as hell. Elijah Pierce, shout out to Pac-Man, ATL. Tay, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, I had brought that up earlier, probably before you came in here, bro. Amari Jones signed with Golden Boy. That's good for him, man. I like the kid, like his skill set. Got to see him fight a few times. I like the way he fight, bro. He looks strong. He's young. I hope Golden Boy moving right. You know what I mean, and get him the right kind of fights. He's talented. And shout out to DHP. I'm pretty sure they still cool, but it's another chapter of his career, and he just keep keep it going. Now he with Golden Boy, he got a platform, a promoter, somebody that's gonna push him hopefully the right way and see what he made of. Shout out to Amari Jones, man. You know, good stuff for him. Good stuff for him. What's this? Now you got Steven Butler coming up next, but man, this card is on. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy it, man. Look, smash the like button for your boy. Bomb Squad in the building. Shout out to my homie Tay Jones. I hope Wilder smokes some shit. We mess around and do a post fight, all this stuff, man. We gonna enjoy. We gonna keep cooking, man. Y'all hit the like button on the way out. Salute to everybody that continues to pull up and rock out with me. And you know, we gonna be back, man. Y'all turn them notifications on. Y'all stay posted, and we gonna get back to it. Yeah, man. Hope he smokes some shit, man. But if so, I'm definitely popping back up. Y'all already know. So look, shout out to everybody. Appreciate all y'all rocking out. Enjoy these fights, man. We're going to be back to talk about them. Shout out to everybody and peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdueboxing shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. .4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.